Hi guys, welcome to the Board Sailor. I'm your host Avi, and I don't want to make this video. When I thought of this channel, I wanted to make a channel that was drama free, where I basically had fun reacting to videos and sharing my stories from my time in the military, the good, the bad, the ugly, the shenanigans that I did, the bonds that I made, and also give my perspective as an Indian, as a brown person serving in the United States military. I felt that it was like a weird combination, but it was fun. But time and again, you're compelled to talk about things that is personal to you, that you really don't want to talk about, but it's something that people need to be aware of. And as you can make out from the title, as you can see from the screen, I am going to be talking about this person. And I have decided that I am actually not going to take her name. From henceforth, she will be called as She Who Shall Not Be Named. Because as of the making of this video, I have 2 subscribers. And I don't think that she deserves any recognition from this small, insignificant channel. That is what I think of her. But basically, if you know the drama that has been surrounding She Who Shall Not Be Named, basically there was this whole Bollywood style, drama surrounding her, and some of the actions that she's taken. The Quartering, Tipster News, John Swan have done fantastic job covering the drama unfolding, all the lies, all the deceit, all the questionable tactics that were used by her to prove her innocence. And I honestly thought it all ended, or people like the Quartering and Tipster and John Swan decided to back off from, spreading or covering her, because she basically claimed that all this, you know, so-called attacks on her, all these efforts that she's taking in defending herself is, uh, you know, taking a toll on her mental health, and it's taking a toll to the point where she is considering taking her life. And to be honest, guys, no matter how despicable or low you might think of somebody, when someone thinks about committing suicide, you need to give that person space. You need to make sure that person isn't, feeling those negative feelings, uh, even if it, like, whatever your personal opinion might be. And huge respect for the Quartering, huge respect to Tipster, huge respect to John Swan and other commentators on this matter that they chose to back off. And I thought that was the end of it. I thought, you know what? She deserves his space. She deserves to be surrounded by things that she likes, by people that she loves, and let her be on her own. But I woke up this morning, and as usual, when I go on YouTube, the Quarterings videos are the first thing, and I see this video. It's called Susie Lou Crosses the Line. And the first thing I thought to myself is, why is the Quartering talking about Susie Lou? I thought he was done with it, and I trust him. I thought we were past it, and then I click on it, and obviously the link to this and everything that I'm going to talk about is going to be in the description down below. But I clicked on it, and next thing I see is that he obviously talks about, well, we'll skip the ad. All right, and then he obviously talks about, this is the tweet, or the thing that she had sent, or where she talks about, you know considering taking her life. This is what provoked, you know everybody to just say, you know what, we're done covering Susie. you know it's over, the chapter's done. And like I said, I was completely fine with it. Water under the bridge, totally forgotten. And then she goes and does something more despicable. She's obviously changed the title for her video, but she clickbaited people. I'm trying to find, but you can watch the video. But she basically clickbaited people um, on this video where it says "Goodbye Sensei." When she uploaded it, she just uploaded it as "Goodbye," basically teasing that she is actually going to go ahead and follow through and take her life. And again, it was clickbait, and I just gotta say that it is disappointing uh, that she has chosen this path. She has chosen this tactic. That she's using uh, mental health illness and a concept such as suicide to get viewers. Obviously, she's not getting a lot of viewers these past couple of videos that she's made. 8K, 14K, 11K, 5.4K, 9K, 17K, 8.7, 10. I mean, these are good numbers for someone if I could ever get it. But for her, this video was 128K. This video was the outlier. And it's only because it was clickbait. And I get the concept of clickbait. You use flashy titles, just the way news channels use like flashy headlines to catch your attention. So you could click on the article, you could read it. Same thing goes over here. You use flashy titles, you use those attention grabbing titles so that people look at your video and what you're talking about. But the fact that she alluded to possibly committing suicide. And if you watch the Quartering's video, she actually acknowledges the fact that yes, I was clickbaiting. Oh, I'm not going to take my life. And then she has the nerve to go ahead and say on social media that mental health illness and committing suicide is not something to be taken lightly. It's not something to be joked about. Lady, what is wrong with you? Like, do you really need help? Do you need to go see a psychiatrist or somebody to shake your brain and make you come to your senses? Today is Thursday. Monday is Memorial Day. And for those of you who don't know, Memorial Day is a day where we honor the men and women who served this country and who died during the service for this country. And to joke about mental health, something that veterans like me, my friends, we all suffer from. And we've all had those dark moments in our life when we thought nothing was working on for us, that we thought that was the end of the line for us, that we felt that there was no way out, that this was it. And for you to be so despicable, so low of a human being, to use that, I mean, I am truly at a loss for words. It is, I don't know. I mean, this is what I'll summarize and I'll say to she who shall not be named. I'm 34 years old. I have met my fair share of people in my life so far, and I hope and I pray that I am kicking and screaming, maybe till I'm 100. So hopefully I will get to meet more people in my life. But at this point, at this juncture, I can guarantee and say this: I will never ever meet a more despicable human being than you. I will never ever meet a more low life person than you. To do what you did, to use, whatever strategy that you did to clickbait people, to make a mockery out of mental health issue, to make a mockery out of the thought of someone taking their own life, to use that as an excuse to silence your critics when you know that they were right and you were wrong, when you had no way out, no other way to defend yourself. You tried to shield you and whatever brand that you want to represent under this veil of you having mental health issues, you having a mental breakdown, you thinking about taking your life, using that as an excuse and then mocking it. Use my sailor mouth because I was taught and I was raised to respect women. And it is taking everything that I have to hold back what I truly would love to say to you. I wish, I hope that you someday realize what you're doing. Maybe when you grow old, maybe when you don't have this fame, maybe when you don't have the fortunes that you have, you realize that the very thing that you're joking about, that you're making a mockery of, that you on one hand say, oh, I'm being affected mentally, I'm about to take my life, and on the other hand you use it as clickbait, and then you go back and say, oh guys, it's not good to joke about, committing suicide. Mental health issues are not a joke. Something is honestly wrong with you. I don't know if it's mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Something is wrong with you and you need help. That is the only piece of advice I would give to you, is talk to someone who's close to you. Listen to the people, not your fans, not the yes men and women who follow you, not your sims. Listen to people who will give you an unbiased, opinion of what you're doing. But never again, I dare you, never again will you mock mental health issues. Never again will you mock committing suicide. And remember this part. Never again will you mock the men and women, my friends, my fellow shipmates, my fellow service members, and the sacrifices that they have made, the sufferings that they go through because of PTSD, because of mental health issues. You will stop this. I don't care what despicable, degraded, low life strategy you use in your channels and in your videos, but you will not mock mental health issue. You will not mock people who commit suicide or the thought of committing suicide. And that's it for today's video, guys. Again, these are videos that I really don't want to make. I want this to be a fun channel, but this thing really hits close to home. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying healthy. And this is the Bored Sailor signing off.